What's happening, guys? Kenny back again, and this morning I'm just going to be doing a first impressions of this knife because last night I went ahead and put out a video of me talking about my experience at Ferrum Forge for my second visit to pick this guy up, and I didn't really talk about the knife that much. I talked about my experience, and I also talked about why I chose this. Kind of went over my decision making there, but I didn't really talk about the knife, and I didn't get to show you. It was dark in the car, so I didn't really get to show you the how beautiful this knife is. As you guys can see, I already put a little scuff in the anodization there, pulling it in and out of my pocket. So one thing about jeans is that you always have those little notchy things. You know what I'm talking about, those little round. I don't know why they put those on jeans, actually. I think it's just to hold the material in place. Anyways, not important. I'm just showing you guys how beautiful this anodizing job is. Really just above and beyond as far as the fit and finish. Finish mostly here, guys, is what we're looking at. Just a beautiful, like, stonewash, tumbled look to the anodizing. And as you guys can see here, the carbon fiber is really beautiful. It has some dimension to the look. Just really beautiful. And as you can see, the fit of the carbon fiber inside of the cutout is really nicely done. All the gaps are very even. There's not much gap, but what you see there is a very even gap. As far as touch goes, it's really smooth transitions. There are a few spots, like right here, where I can feel the edge of the carbon fiber, but it's nothing that, like, I feel it because I'm just a super critical guy, but it's not anything that's going to bother me. But you can feel that transition a little bit going this way, not going this way. And it's just really nicely done. I could probably even fix that by polishing, but I'm not going to. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, really beautifully done. The fit is just outstanding. These are shouldered. He actually showed me he had one that he had, apart already. And the backspacer is shouldered, so it is a positive lock when you put the handle scales back together, which is a really beautiful touch, guys. I'll go more into that when I do the full review of this knife. Action, guys, is outstanding. Outstanding. Just so snappy. Detent is absolutely perfect. I can finger flick it. Again, as far as using my thumb, I find that these knives you kind of have to pinch. And I think most of that is due to just having a little bit of tension on the lock bar, because I can do it with this hand. I can slow roll the thumb out. So it's really just about having no tension on the lock bar when you go to slow roll it. But for my hands, when I go to slow roll it, I just do the pinch with my right hand. But super snappy, perfect detent. Just really amazing out of box. Well, this one did get, he handled it, but that's what these knives should be. When you get it out of box, it should already be handled by the guy who's QCing it. So technically it's out of box for you, but it shouldn't be out of the box from the factory. That's something I might go into in a different video, but I'm not going to waste your guys' time here. So just really amazing action. Fit and finish is beautiful. I did, in choosing this one, what I'll say, guys, is the way I would choose if I was you and I'm trying to make this choice from afar. Obviously, looks is very important. The chevron pattern won in my eyes as far as looks, and I did love it. Like, it's just a little bit more for looks. This one looks amazing too, just more classy, whereas that one's got that, like, badass factor. I really did love the chevron. And honestly, if you guys have bigger hands than me, I have like medium to large size hands. A shorter palm and shorter fingers, but really wide. So what I did notice, what's something to think about, is with these contoured handles, as far as ergonomics go, because it's contoured, it does fit better in hand, like it feels smoother in hand, but I did notice that the chevron pattern was a little bit more hand filling for someone who has maybe a wider, or not wider, but longer palm. So if you have a longer palm and you're worried about this being thin in hand, I would maybe go with the chevron, or not necessarily the chevron, but maybe even the through work, or just something that doesn't have a contoured handle, because it does essentially take some of the hand filling out of the handle. So I love the way this one feels as far as ergonomics go, and that's partially why I had to go with that. But yeah, just really awesome ergos, especially with that contoured handle. But if you have a bigger hand than me, the more square handle might fill your hand a little bit better. So something to consider. Also, I'm going to pause this for a second because I need to grab my Fortis to show you guys this. So something to note as well, and this could make the decision for you, for some of you guys out there that are trying to decide. On the contoured handle, and I had talked to Elliot about this in the past, because I noticed it right away when I first visited them and first saw these. The cutout for the lock bar relief is on the outside on the contour handle, because of it would have been too difficult and time consuming for the production machining, and for it to be on the inside like these are. Now what that does, as far as, it doesn't change anything as far as putting it in your pocket, really, or carry. I love their pocket clips, amazing going in and out of the pocket. But one thing to note is that when they have the square handle, this is on the inside like the Fortis. And going in and out of the pocket, this is so amazing. Like, I never have to even think about it. It goes in and out very easily, very quickly. One hand every time, no problem. One thing I noticed with this in the day of having it, well, not even a day now, guys, like just overnight, going in and out of the pocket, sometimes in is amazing, never had an issue. Coming out, sometimes the material wants to gather up at that point right there, and I have to kind of just lift the end of the clip, or just grab my pants a little bit and pull it. Now, if I was pulling it out and I didn't care about my pants, like I need to get this thing out and I don't care, I would just grab it and pull and not worry about it. But if I have time and I can, I'll just make sure my pants are coming out correctly so it doesn't grip on that. That is one thing that I noticed that's not exactly ideal on this one. And when I was choosing, I did understand that choice. I understood that the ones have the relief cut on the inside, the square handles without being contoured, and they are amazingly comfortable as well, guys. I'm not gonna say that the ones that aren't contoured are any. It's just such a subtle difference, and I think that this one's just ever so slightly more comfortable in hand. But it's so close that if you're worried about that, I would just go with the square handles, because I say square, but they're still they still have a lot of chamfering, and they're very comfortable in hand. But yeah, they are very. That's the one thing that I would say would be, if that's a big deciding factor for you, then that would make a choice for you. But for me, the feel of this one, the way that the action felt, and they were both going to come out with action the same. I meant more like the tactile feel, the way that it felt snapping open and closing. That feel of the knife, I liked this one better. but that's, that's a personal thing, and I think that a lot of people might go the other way. So it just really depends on a personal preference thing. I think, though, just from afar, you're gonna love either one, guys. I don't think you can make a bad decision as far as that goes, but I think that those little things could make the decision for you. Maybe it'll help you, so that's why I'm doing this video. Other than that, like, this action, guys, is amazing. It's even better than the Fortis. And talking to Chris and Elliot, I think I know, Chris, as soon as I said that, I'm like, it's so smooth. Like, it's amazing how awesome the action is on these. And I said, like, it's even smoother than the Fortis. And he goes, there's nothing different here, guys. This is the same detent, same ceramic ball bearings, same ceramic detent. So why would it be any different? Well, Chris managed to educate me on this, but M390, guys, S35. There's something about the way that ceramic bearings and detents respond to M390's chemistry makeup. Whether it be the harder, whether it be HRC harder, I don't think that's the case. I think it's something about the carbides in M390 versus S35. There's more vanadium. Whatever it may be, I'm not a metallurgist, or I don't know exactly what that is. I'd love to, that Q&As, maybe go deeper into that. But yeah, amazing, guys. I have not taken this thing apart. This morning I did put a few drops of nano lube at the top, but it really was this smooth even last night. Breathtaking, guys. Really. I mean, I can't wait to see where this goes after breaking in. It's so smooth. And I'm not taking anything away from my Fortis, because that is absolutely awesome. I love how smooth this thing is. But just a little bit edge of an edge for this guy. And I think this blade might be a little lighter than that blade. That's got more weight at the end. So yeah, I don't know. It's jeez. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's something I'm like, yeah, this is definitely a lighter blade. So it's amazing how smooth this action is. And due to the M390, I guess, guys, that's another thing to keep in mind. These are S35. The new line of Archbishops is M390. So the fact that they're a little bit more expensive, don't let that deter you guys, because they do have, that's right, M390. And for you guys that don't know, I love this about Ferrum Forge, but where's the logo, guys? Where's the branding? Oh, that's right. That's it. That's all the branding you get on these knives, guys. That FF. That's all you need. It's the one F. It's just, to me, that's class. That's class, guys. That's like saying, I don't even need to put my name on my knife. You look at it, that's my knife. Look at these two knives, guys. You know where those came from. If you're a knife lover and you watch the community, and you know where these knives came from. I don't even need to flip it over and show you that. So that's something to be said about a knife company and really setting yourself apart. As far as all this goes, fit and finish and QC, really just setting themselves apart, in my opinion. Yeah, guys, I'm really excited about this. Awesome slicey blade. I didn't really go over that, which is very sharp from the factory. I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place here. I know my hair's just growing back and I'm already shaving it. Yeah, it's nice and sharp from the factory. Pretty sticky. You can see it biting into my fingers there. It's they did a good job with the M390 from the factory. It is fairly aggressive. I don't really have any paper here, but I don't need to show you guys that. I just showed you shaven hair. So yeah, just really nice. And I look forward to giving you guys a full review, which is going to be a while. That's why I did this too. I like to give these things a really good shake before I give you a full review. But I can already tell it's going to be a good slicer, kind of like my Fortis. They've got a really similar behind the edge feel, probably in that like 15 to 17 thousandths feel. Yeah, I look forward to getting some work done on this thing and giving you guys a really solid review on it. I know sometimes I take a while, but I do that because I don't want to just shake it out in a week and give you guys a quick review just to get it out. I want to give you guys a full, honest, in-depth review. So, my first impressions, guys, so amazing. I know I sound like a freaking Ferrum Forge salesman, but these guys are just doing some amazing stuff and really going above and beyond, and that's why. I could be a salesman, but the problem is if I didn't believe in the product, you'd get a fucking bad review every time. But yeah, great job, guys. Blown away by this knife. To the Williamson brothers, so gracious that they took their time to spend a few hours with me talking to me about what they're doing, and I'm excited about the Q&A. Go watch that video if you haven't seen it. I do have a Q&A coming up with Ferrum Forge, so you can watch my visit numero dos if you want to hear a little bit about that. I didn't really talk too much. So yeah, that's it, guys. Here are my two Ferrum Forges Pro Series knives, and I have been absolutely blown away by both. So yeah, that's it. Have a great day, guys. Hope you enjoyed this.